Good evening. This is Ockteby, a.k.a. Frank, with the evening news. Bill Clinton's aggressive campaigning in South Carolina in the days leading up to the state's primary may have had a net negative effect among South Carolina's Democratic primary voters. Roughly 6 in 10 South Carolina Democratic primary voters said Bill Clinton's campaigning was important on how they ultimately decided to vote, and of those voters, 48% went for Barack Obama, while only 37% went for Hillary Clinton. 14% of those voters voted for John Edwards. Christian Brando, the eldest son of the late legendary actor Marlon Brando, died this morning at 1:47 a.m. at Hollywood Presbyterian Medical Center in Los Angeles, California. On Monday, Christian's attorney announced that the actor was hospitalized with pneumonia. The prognosis is for a complete recovery, he said. He's going to be okay. Christian was 49 years old. A Democratic lawmaker in New Mexico wants to tax television and video games to raise funds to fight childhood obesity and improve education in the state, officials said Friday. I have asked our Legislative Council Service to prepare the Leave No Child Inside bill, and am hopeful that it will be ready for me to introduce on Monday, educator turned lawmaker Gail Chasey told AFP. Leave No Child Inside, a play on the federal education initiative, No Child Left Behind, is backed by grassroots environmental group the Sierra Club. Madrid. Islamist extremists were planning attacks across Europe, especially against public transportation, before their arrest in Barcelona last weekend, a Spanish newspaper reported on Saturday, citing a would-be attacker's testimony. The al-Qaeda-inspired cell planned to attack the Barcelona metro and other targets in Spain, Germany, France, Portugal, and the United Kingdom, said the bomber-turned-police informant. Fresno, California. With water becoming increasingly precious in California, a rising number of farmers figure they can make more money by selling their water than by actually growing something. Because farmers get their water at subsidized rates, some of them see financial opportunities this year in selling their allotments to Los Angeles and other desperately thirsty cities across Southern California, as well as to other farmers. It just makes dollars and cents right now, said Bruce Rowland, a third-generation farmer who grows rice, wheat, and other crops in Northern California's lush Sacramento Valley. Egyptian riot police and armored vehicles restricted Gaza motorists to a small border area of Egypt on Saturday in the second attempt in 2 days to restore control over the chaotic frontier breached by Hamas militants. At least 38 members of the Egyptian security force have been hospitalized, some in critical condition, because of cross-border confrontations, the Egyptian foreign minister announced. The minister complained of provocations at the border, a thinly veiled reprimand of Hamas, and said that while Egypt is ready to ease the suffering of Gazans, this should not endanger Egyptian lives. In Ocala, Florida, Florida Highway Patrol says 5 young men are dead today after a car they were riding in crashed after traveling off an airport runway. The runway is at the exclusive fly-in community, Aviation Estates. The crash at the community, which is also the home of actor John Travolta, happened at about 3:45 a.m. According to a preliminary Florida Highway Patrol investigation, a 2008 gray BMW with 5 occupants, ages 18 to 20, was traveling at a high rate of speed on the airstrip. And finally in the news, John Kerry, the Democratic Party's 2004 nominee for president, took aim at Bill Clinton Friday, telling the National Journal the former president does not have a license to abuse the truth. The senator, who endorsed Barack Obama's White House bid earlier this month, said Clinton's criticism of the Illinois senator have been over the top and suggested the former president is getting frantic. Targeting Clinton's recent spat of attacks on Obama, Kerry said, "I think you had an abuse of the truth is what happened. I mean, being an ex-president does not give you license to abuse the truth, and I think that over the last days it's been over the top." Well, that's the news. This has been Ockteby, a.k.a. Frank, reporting. Thank you very much for listening. We'll see you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.